you have any interest or have ever been curious how to do a strip search?
Do I?
Who doesn't? But we got this erotic little number from the Department of Justice a while back.
I can't wait to see something with erotic and Department of Justice in the same sentence.
If he's uncircumcised, ask him to pull back the foreskin.
This is great.
Spread your buttocks.
Ask the inmate to squat and cough deeply, which could dislodge it.
Well, obviously the smoking gun has exposed lots of people hiding drugs in weird ways. We sent Dave Hill to investigate.
The smoking gun recently reported on Jonathan Wilson, a 27-year-old inmate who was discovered with 1.9 grams of cocaine stashed inside a cigar tube, concealed in a fat roll at the bottom of his stomach. Nice attempt, but in the end, this chubby got pinched. But let's say you're low-carbing and you have no external resources. Where do you hide your drugs then?
Where do you think's a really good place to hide drugs?
I wouldn't know.
In my Gucci. In like the underwire of your bra, or you can take the padding out of your bra and stick it inside.
What are some of your favorite places to hide drugs?
Usually in my pocket.
You know, if you cut out the middle of a book.
Are you saying like if you're going to an airport or something like that?
A good way is to open up pill capsules and put them in.
Well, I'll make sure I bring a dog with me. I'll put it in his butt.
Say you're on a flight where you're not allowed to bring your dog.
Bring my ex-girlfriend and put it in her butt.
But what if your ex-girlfriend isn't so awesome? For the answer to that, we had to go to a higher authority. Where might you hide drugs, hypothetically, in the office?
There's no drugs in the office.
But if there were?
If there were to be drugs, where would we hide them?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't know. There's no drugs in the High Times office.
Say I had drugs.
So you had
and
drugs?
I was like, quick, I have to hide these drugs.
You're on your own, brother.
According to the smoking gun, Jovan Williams was on his own when he ingeniously stuffed 18 rocks of crack cocaine way up his ass. In his defense, Williams said, "Man, you would have done the same thing."
Is this something you're experiencing often, working in the ER?
I would say occasionally, but it's not a frequent presentation.
Only maybe half of the time they actually secrete it up that way. More than half of the times they will actually consume the narcotic in a condom, drink it down that way.
Have you ever swallowed a drug-filled condom?
Never.
Have you ever swallowed a condom filled with anything else? How dangerous is that sort of thing?
It's the safest thing to do.
Have you ever swallowed a condom?
Yes.
Filled with drugs, though?
Absolutely. Of course, filled with drugs.
Will you make out with me?
Yeah.
What is the first tip-off that someone has something in there?
There's got to be a certain amount of walking funny that happens.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, people don't really walk any different because of that.
So, without the wayside waddle or suspicious shimmy, how can you tell if someone's holding?
I mean, do you look for someone that's looking a little shifty, or do you ever look for suspicious behavior? Say, for instance, those girls over there.
I don't think we would think people like that are what we call mules, people holding the drugs.
So, as a general rule, if you are holding drugs in your rectum, choreography is probably out of the question.
When a dedicated drug mule is finally apprehended, what happens then?
Please, your arms up here, please. Thank you.
When they do strip search, they tell you to bend down and cough.
Bend all the way over.
And when you do that, I'm pretty sure the drugs will come out.
Remember, a calm, professional attitude is important. You're ordering a naked person to obey you.
Indeed, the criminal element has plenty to fear in the ongoing war on drugs. I'm Dave Hill for Smoking Gun TV.